Whoa, MG. It's time for some cake inspiration, which comes in the form of my latest Halloween project, a Kawaii rainbow ghost sheet cake. Here is the template I made as a color inspiration guide, rainbow to the max. Let's get into it. I break up the cake decorating process by what I can prepare the night before and then the day of. For this cake, I suggest using my chocolate or black cocoa cake video recipes to bake a 9x13 sheet cake. I'll link it below so the video doesn't get too long. The black cocoa cake smells and tastes just like Oreos. Then I mixed my buttercream. So typically when I make my black buttercream, I prefer to use black cocoa because it's all natural. I know that black cocoa is not something readily available or something you can just pick up at the grocery store, so I thought I'd make it this way. So you don't have to use too much food coloring, start with a chocolate base. If you'd like to make chocolate Swiss meringue buttercream, it's one of the recipes that I include as a bonus in my frosting video. Linking below so you can check it out later. Tip: the black buttercream gets darker over the next couple of hours, so let it sit. I try to be conservative on how much I use because too much can stain tea. Next, I mix all of the rainbow colored buttercreams. I showed how I did this in my mummy video, so I don't want to take too much time on it here, but here's a preview. For this project, I start with the light pastel colors of frosting. I get into why in a little bit. Mix, mix, mix. To start, make sure the sheet cake is cooled. I crumb coat it to lock in the crumbs. I know I mention this tip each time, but I always recommend to decorate the bottom of the cake as the top to get really sharp edges and corners. It's the part that touches the pan as it bakes. Then I frost the cake to get a base and refrigerate it again for 5 minutes to firm up the frosting. Here is an example of how I used black cocoa buttercream previously. Take your favorite ghost shape, print, cut them out. I do this while watching my favorite YouTube shows. Once this is done, I'm trying to figure out the placement of the ghosts. I just move around the ghosts and see what kind of looks balanced to me. I want to leave enough space for some small sprinkles. Then I trace an outline with a skewer. It's hard to see the black on black, but I think the black helps the colors pop. By the way, if you don't have a skewer, not to worry, a toothpick works great too. I peel off the little ghosts. Some of the ghosts were a little stuck, so I use a skewer to take them off. Then I thought it'd be hyper cute to include sprinkles. I love this project because all you need is a sheet cake, template cutouts, a piping tip, a coupler, and some piping bags. Use the tip of your choice. I'll link the one I use below. So I place the color into a piping bag. Here's how I place the first color into the second piping bag. It's a little easier to see than explain. The reason why I use a second piping bag is that I pipe the light color, I remove that piping bag, then I squeeze out the color, add a drop of the same color and mix. Then I add it back into that same piping bag, and this makes each color darker. Then I pipe the ghost and repeat this process. Easy, right? Okay, so for the piping, I apply even pressure, and right before I want to stop, I stop applying pressure and I pull away. Ooh, spooky rainbow ghost cake! It's all coming together. You can even see within the colors the ombre effect. As a bonus, at the end of the video I'll include a side angle of me decorating the sheet cake. You'll see what I mean. Tip: if you want to create different shades, instead of another drop of the same color, you could add a different color. The green range has a really great example of this. For the third shade of green, I add blue to give a turquoise color. Ta-da! My brother says rainbow is my favorite color. I love, love, love the ghost rainbows. Decorating sheet cake success. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Hope you have a stellar week.